Okay, everybody, so welcome to it's a physical development lesson with a little bit of understanding the world and a little bit of literacy as well. But today your afternoon lesson is all about my favourite athlete. Now thinking that this week we've been learning all about, sports. And we've even had a sports day, which was so exciting. Now we're going to we thought about what our favourite sport was, then we had a sports day, but today we're going to be thinking about our favourite athlete. Okay, if you're not sure what an athlete is, I'm going to get into that more. Okay guys, so thinking about what is an athlete. So, an athlete is a person who competes in sport. Remember we spoke the other day about what compete means. They're in competition. It means that they play a game or they complete a sport, and in it there tends to be a winner, whether that winner is their team or them themselves. Okay, and athletes usually play their sport for a job. It's what they do every day. So how you guys come to school, how we come to school to teach you, their job is to go out and play sports and to race or, take part in their competitions. That is their job. Or it could be other forms of exercise. So it might not be a game sport. It might be running. It might be throwing, like javelin. It could be swimming, lots of different things, okay? Many athletes are famous. So famous means when everybody knows who you are, people that are well known. So Peppa Pig is famous because we all know who Peppa Pig is. But Percy Pig is less famous, and Susie Pig is even less so. But it doesn't mean that they're not all wonderful pigs like Peppa, it just means less of us know who they are. So, although we know lots of athletes, so now that you're thinking about sporting people, you might start to have an idea of who we might be talking about today, and you might already know some athletes. There are some athletes that we don't all necessarily know, but they're still wonderful athletes and they're fabulous at what they do. So there's lots and lots of athletes, some that we tend to know really well and some that we don't really know. Okay, so some athletes you might know. Okay, so first of all up here we've got Greg Rutherford. Now Greg Rutherford is actually from Milton Keynes. Whoop whoop. He was born and raised here. He actually is quite a well-known athlete and he went to the Olympics. Okay, he won a gold medal in the 2012 Olympics he was doing long jump, which means that he runs and then he has to jump into sand and they measure how far he can go, and he actually jumped the furthest. So he won a gold medal, he came first, he was the winner. And it actually meant that Milton Keynes, we painted a postbox gold, and there's actually a statue made for him. It's very snazzy. You might have seen it. Next up we've got Mo Farah. So lots of you know who he is. We've actually seen him running in his races that we've watched in class, haven't we? Mo Farah is a long distance runner. He's actually won gold medals in the 2012 Olympics and the 2016 Olympics. So he's done really well because he's competed in different Olympics and won gold medals for them both. When he finishes a race and he wins the race, he loves to do this. He makes an M using his arms on his head for Mo, which I think is brilliant. I might start using my arm to make a C. Or I wouldn't know how to do an S, it would be very tricky, but my first name begins with a C. Or Miss Common could do it for Miss, couldn't we? So that's really fun. Then we have Serena Williams. Lots of you will have heard of her. She has won 23 Grand Slams in the singles, which means that she has won many, many trophies for her wonderful, fabulous tennis skills. Okay, she also has a sister named Venus, who also is a wonderful tennis player. And she was born in America. She does come to England because we have the tennis Wimbledon. They hold the big tennis competition. Okay, so you may have heard of her as well. Now, on to some other athletes that you may know. We have Lewis Hamilton. He is the Formula One race car driver. Then we have David Beckham, who he is a footballer. He played for many teams. Manchester United. Then he was England captain in the World Cups. And if you're like me, you'll mostly know him because he married a Spice Girl. Then we have LeBron James. He is a very, very successful basketball player. He plays in America. He's born in America. He plays for LA Lakers currently, but he did also play for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He kind of went backwards and forwards to different teams, but now he's currently with the Lakers. So some of you will know him. And then we have Tiger Woods, who is a really, really successful golfer. He's also American. And yeah, these are some other athletes that you guys may know. So lots more to think about. I wonder if all of you could think of another athlete that I haven't mentioned yet that you know. Have a think now. Okay, so I hope that you came up with another athlete that I haven't mentioned yet that you may know of. So your task today is to decide or tell us who your favourite athlete is. Then I want to know a little bit about them because I might not have heard of them before. If you don't have a favourite athlete, then choose a sport that you're most interested in. This could be any sport. It might be horse riding, basketball, hockey, could be ice skating, could be swimming, anything that's a sport, or in athletics, could be something that I haven't mentioned. That's fine. You can still go for it. So any sport is fine. Then you're going to find out who is your favourite person that plays in that sport. That's how you're going to find your favourite athlete. Once you know who your favourite athlete is, I would like you to write a little bit about them, and I've modelled this for you here. So I went with Rebecca Adlington, and here is a picture of her. That's her with her gold Olympic medal and the Great British flag. So I've written up, this is what I would like you guys to do. So I've written, my favourite athlete is Rebecca Adlington. I found this information by going on the internet. I was safe on the internet, so please make sure if you are going on the internet to look up that you have an adult with you to make sure that you are very safe while using the internet. And I was looking at different swimmers and I remembered her, so I decided to go with her. I did use the internet to help me with things such as how to write her name and how to spell her name. She is a swimmer. She won 2 Olympic gold medals in 2008 for winning her swimming races. She is from England. Okay, so this is what I would like from you guys. I would like you to name your favourite athlete. I would like you to tell me their name, tell me what sport they compete in, any other information about their sport, any achievement, and where they're from. And then even better, any more information that you could tell me. But if you could give me about 4 facts about them, that would be wonderful. If you could even find a picture of them, even better. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this task. I'm really looking forward to hearing about who your favourite athletes are. Okay, enjoy.